There's a hidden power most people will never understand. And it's not dominance, aggression, or the perfect comeback. It's restraint. It's silence. It's the ability to look disrespect in the face and choose not to react. When someone disrespects you, your ego screams for revenge. It wants to prove, argue, defend, and win. But here's the truth. Reacting emotionally gives them control over you. The moment you react, you hand them power. The art of ignoring people who don't respect you isn't weakness. It's psychological superiority. When you refuse to engage, you disrupt their expectation. Most disrespectful behavior is a test. They test your boundaries, your patience, and your emotional stability. And when you don't react, you pass the test without saying a word. Now here's the real question. What happens when you stop giving people access to your reactions? You create mystery. You create distance. You create value. Silence forces people to confront themselves. It removes the reward of attention they were seeking. Attention is currency, and when you withdraw it, you raise your price. But this only works if it's genuine. Fake ignoring, where you secretly check their posts, stalk their stories, and overthink their words, doesn't count. Real silent power comes from internal control. It comes from deciding that your peace matters more than their opinion. And here's where it gets deeper. When you ignore disrespect, you're not suppressing emotion. You're mastering it. You observe the trigger, but you don't obey it. That's discipline. That's emotional intelligence. That's power most people never develop. But how do you actually do it without feeling weak? Stay with me.
Ignoring someone who doesn't respect you doesn't mean tolerating abuse or lacking boundaries. It means choosing strategic detachment. You don't argue with someone committed to misunderstanding you. You don't explain yourself to someone who enjoys provoking you. You don't fight for validation from someone determined to withhold it. Instead, you redirect your energy. You improve. You elevate. You grow so far beyond their reach that their disrespect becomes irrelevant. And here's the psychological shift. When you stop reacting, people often become confused. They may push harder at first. They may escalate to get a response. That's the extinction burst, their last attempt to regain control. If you stay calm during this phase, you win. Because calmness under pressure signals high status. It communicates that you are not emotionally dependent on their approval. And nothing unsettles a disrespectful person more than realizing they can't control your emotions. Let this sink in. The strongest position in any interaction is the one who needs nothing, no validation, no apology, no last word. When you master silent power, you protect your mental clarity, your focus, and your long-term growth. So the next time someone disrespects you, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most of the time the answer is no, and that's your cue to disengage. This is pulse psychology, where we don't just react, we rise. If this message resonated with you, subscribe, stay sharp, and remember, silence isn't empty, it's strategic.